So before I begin any of my talks, I just like to let my audience know that every breath that I take tonight will be worth your time. I started Toastmasters when I was a senior here. I got done at school at U of M in '07, and it was really an awesome experience. I guess the one thing that I try to tell upcoming speakers or people that are just trying to improve their communication skills in general is, just kind of picture that you're about to give this speech, that you just like memorize and spend hours upon hours trying to memorize. And right before the talk, you like spill your coffee on it, or like all your water on all your notes, and so then you don't remember what you're going to say, and so you have to just kind of maybe speak from the heart. And so that's what I'm going to do tonight. Sheila had asked me to talk about dealing with difficult times in your life and how to move on past those times. So I got a couple notes together today and wanted to share that with you. So I wanted to ask you first of all, how many of you can remember the exact date pretty much of when your most painful memory was? The most painful event in your life. How many of you guys can remember that? Do you know how long ago it was?
6 months.
6 months ago? About 6 months, okay. How about yourself?
Well, several years ago.
Several years. And your name?
Katie.
Katie. Several years back, okay. Yeah, did someone have their hand up over here? Yeah, what's up, man?
6 years ago.
6 years ago, okay. And someone back there, yeah.
Almost 10 years.
Oh, almost 10 years back.
And yesterday.
Oh, and yesterday too. Oh, wow, okay.
We can get together.
So let's talk to me about it. Someone else had their hand up too? Back, yeah.
About 5 years.
About 5 years back, okay. It's funny, I usually get the same response, when I ask that question. And you guys, as soon as I asked it, almost every hand in the room went up immediately. That you knew the exact date almost of when that most painful memory was. That it's still sticking with you to this day, that it's still part of your life today. And for myself personally, it's probably about 10 years back, my most painful experience, and I've done a lot of work around that to move past it, and move past that phase of my life, and move on with my life. So the key to tonight's talk, I think, is going to be to shift the focus from focusing so much on the past and more talking about what's possible and the future, and to view things as an opportunity, to kind of take an opposite approach in terms of things that we think are failures and mistakes. I got this cup of water here tonight. Okay. Here, put it over here. Actually, yeah, put it over here. Okay. So when we're born, right? When we come out of our mother's womb, we're like an empty glass, basically. That we're not full of anything. We don't have any stereotypes. We don't have any prejudice. We don't have any judgments. We don't have any pain. We haven't experienced anything yet. But as life goes on and events go on, right? Slowly, this cup, this empty cup that we're born with, it begins to get full. Certain situations happen, certain fears happen, certain people squashing your dreams happen, telling you that you can't do this, that you're not good enough happen, right? You fail a test, you fail a class, things happen, right? And so little by little, these things keep happening and happening, and these problems keep compiling and compiling. And so after a while, eventually, right, this cup, if you don't do anything about it, what's going to happen to it? It's going to spill over a little bit, right? All right, we're sorry about that, Michigan. Okay. All right, so basically what I'm trying to say for tonight, right, is that we start dealing with this stuff. And if you could take that. Yeah. No, just
Throw it on
splash. That I want you guys to wake up, all right, and that we need to, be able to move past what's going on in our past. So what I want you to do right now is, you guys got a piece of paper and a pen, right? That's good. Okay, so write down in this past year, 3 big mistakes that happened in your life. So 3 things that you would call either failures or mistakes that you made. And maybe you haven't made any in this past year, which is possible, okay? But if you haven't, then maybe like the last 2 or 3 years, okay? And just write those down on this piece of paper. You guys need more time? You guys pretty good? Okay. All right, why don't you take this piece of paper, even if it is the meeting agenda, and just rip it up. Okay. Or just rip that part off, maybe. Okay. Okay, great. Yeah. So that part of your life is done, right? You can only focus on the present right now and the future going forward. All right, now, on the same piece of paper, if you got some more room, I want you guys to now write 3 hopes or aspirations for the future. So these could be aspects of your life that you want to improve, like you want to exercise more, you want to be less stressed, you want to handle your finances better. I mean, you want to get straight A's. I mean, I think the list goes on and on. So 3 like aspirations that you got. Try to make these try to make them as present tense. So it's like, if you want to be whatever occupation you're going towards, whatever degree you're going towards, whatever job you're trying to attain, that I am going to be this, or I will do this by this date. Start talking in present. Positive statements that are going to reinforce what it is that you want to do. Pretty good? Okay. So how many of you guys bowl? You guys ever bowled before? Like that? I know. All right. I know. It happens. So some of you guys bowl, right? Okay. So it's like this. So there was a study done where there were people that bowled, okay? And they split people into 2 groups, and they videotaped them. And what they did is for 6 months, periodically throughout 6 months, they showed the people. I mean, everybody hit strikes, everybody gutter balled it, everybody, missed those 2 that are on the ends and went through it right to the middle. So they videotaped it. And they showed people that got strikes, like this one group, they kept showing them over and over again their strikes, right? And then this other group, they showed all their mistakes over and over again, all their mistakes. And then 6 months later, they had them bowl again. They took all their average scores, they played a couple games. And which group do you think did a lot better? Come 6 months. The one with the strikes. Because they were focusing constantly on them succeeding, on them, doing positive things, and just being proactive on that. So they did a whole lot better.